With fall almost here,
this coffee date and walnut cake is the perfect sweet treat.
we're going to be using a 9 by 5 inch loaf pan to make the date and walnut cake, and let's go in and butter it first. This is going to help the parchment paper stick to the pan. Just a light touch of butter on all sides. I've got 2 sheets of parchment paper and we're going to lay one horizontally and one vertically. Once the cake is baked, we can just lift it up and release the cake from the pan. And there we go.
For this recipe, we're going to be starting out with 1.5 cup of warm brewed coffee. And for that, we're going to be going in with Javy's Microdose coffee concentrate. So Javy recently reached out to us to try their Microdose coffee concentrate. It's super delicious, and from the moment we tasted it, we fell in love. It's basically 100% Arabica beans all packed in, so the punch of flavor is amazing, and you get the perfect cup of coffee every time. It's super convenient. So for 1.5 cup of water here, I'm going to go in with 3 teaspoons of this Microdose, and that is all that it takes. I'm just going to add it in super easily. And then give it a quick stir. It's no additives, no sugars, super like organic beans, all sustainably sourced. So it's an excellent company. And so thank you so much for Javy for sending that to us, and we love tasting it every time. And if you're interested in trying out this coffee or learning more about it, check out our link below for 15% off when you purchase it. And we're also going to be talking a little bit more about the coffee later on in the video, so stick around for more.
To the coffee, we're going to be adding 2.5 cups of chopped dried dates, and this is going to help to soften up the dates. Let's give this a quick stir and set it aside.
In a large bowl, we're going to start off by adding 1/2 cup of unsalted room temperature butter. So just toss that in, and we've just cubed it up so it's easier to add it in and measure it up.
To the butter, let's add 1/2 cup of white granulated sugar and 1/3 cup of packed brown sugar. That's packed.
Let's cream the butter and the sugar till it's light and fluffy. Okay, and that looks just perfect.
To that, let's add 1 egg, which is at room temperature, and 1 tablespoon of pure vanilla extract. Now let's beat this till the egg blends well with the butter and the sugar.
To kick off the dry ingredients, we're going to be going in with 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. So just aerate the flour, add it to your cup. This is the best way to measure flour because you get the exact amount and you don't like over pack your cup in there. And then we've got an offset spatula or a knife would be fine as well. Just flatten that out. Clean cut, 1 cup. Okay, so there we got 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour.
To the flour, we're going to add 1.5 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/4 teaspoon salt.
To add a touch of those warm fall flavors, we're going to be going in with 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and then grate in about 1/8 teaspoon of fresh nutmeg. Oop. Or the whole thing. Okay, let's give this a whisk. Now with the mixer on a medium speed, we're going to alternate adding the dry ingredients with the coffee from the dates to the butter mixture. And we're going to start and end with the dry ingredients.
You got it.
After every addition, make sure that it's well incorporated before you move on to the next. Occasionally you can stop and just scrape down the sides of your bowl, just so none of the ingredients get left behind.
Now let's add the softened dates to the batter. Just going to give it a light mix because we don't want to lose any of that air we've incorporated in the batter.
And for that little bite of crunch, we're going to be tossing in 1 cup of toasted walnuts, and these are just roughly chopped. Okay, I'm going to fold that in as well. And wow, this is looking delicious. Okay, we're ready to add this to the pan.
Now let's pour the batter into the baking pan. Let's put this loaf into the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for approximately 60 to 70 minutes. And when a toothpick inserted in it comes out clean, we know it's done. Now let's keep this aside to cool and prepare an amazing drizzle which we'll put on the top. In a pot on a medium heat, we're going to add 1/4 cup of unsalted butter, toss in 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and pour in 3 tablespoons of milk. Now let's stir it and keep it on the heat till the sugar dissolves.
We're going to pour this into a bowl so that it can cool down. And once it's at room temperature, you're going to add 3/4 cup of powdered sugar and 1/4 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Now whisk this together till you get a smooth drizzle. Once it's ready, drizzle this on top of the loaf, top it with 1/4 cup of chopped toasted walnuts, and add a little bit more of drizzle to keep the walnuts in place. Now let's cut a slice.
We love to enjoy our coffee cake with a glass of iced coffee topped with cold foam.
And this is how we do it. So we're gonna once again make our coffee using Javy's Microdose coffee concentrate. And so I've got 3/4 cup of water in there, and simply we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of the Microdose. So it's so simple. If you just wanna make a cup of coffee in the morning, it happens in seconds. Like, we're ready to go right here. And I'm just gonna mix this up. And we've got the coffee ready to go. So we used the same coffee mix last night and we froze them up into ice cubes. And we love to add that in because while the ice melts, it doesn't dilute the coffee and it just adds more to the coffee flavor. You good there? Okay, we're just gonna go in with our fingers here because they're a little bit too slippery. But just toss in the ice cubes and then I'm gonna add this coffee. I'm gonna keep this aside. So to make the cold foam, we're gonna start out with some milk. We've got some 2% milk. Add in about 1/2 cup of milk in here. You can add the cream.
How much cream are we putting?
About 1/2 cup of cream as well.
Okay.
We're gonna throw on the lid of our little mason jar here. So you could go in with a frother, a milk frother, but this is a super easy trick that we love to use. We're actually just gonna go in with a little bit of elbow grease.
It's more fun too.
Yeah. Just give it a quick shake. Quick swirl. And slowly, we're gonna pour this over the coffee. Look at that. Isn't that the perfect cold foam?
That's perfect. And Javy was kind enough to send us 2 straws too.
They're so pretty.
Yeah. Wow.
It's delicious.
It's so nice and smooth, yet you get that flavor of coffee. It's amazing.
Yeah, I love it. It's like we added some sweetener, like sugar, to the ice cube, so it like perfectly sweetens it out. But you can add in like flavors as well.
And it's mess free.
And honestly, for the price point, you get such a quality coffee. It's about $19 per bottle, and each bottle gives you about 30 glasses. So it's about 60 cents a glass, which you get in seconds. You don't have to leave your house. Super duper convenient. And the flavor, as we said, incredible. Plus, if you use our discount code below, you'll get 15% off. Try it out, give it a try. We're sure you'll be hooked on. Like, this is gonna be like my go-to coffee from now on, I think. But yeah, flavor's delicious, and the company, it's all sustainably sourced, all organic coffee beans. Versatility as well, like we baked something with it. Speaking of, why don't we give it a taste?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm all in.
It's delicious.
That coffee flavor with the nuts and the dates, oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is really good. It's like a perfect like tea coffee time snack.
You could even make hot coffee with this.
Yeah, you can make a hot cup of coffee as well. So it's like all year round, perfect to go.
But before we go, if you're new to our channel or haven't subscribed already, subscribe. And if you hit that bell icon, you'll get a notification every time we upload new videos.
And follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. All the information is in the description below. Thanks for watching. See ya!